Very good morning. I am Ankesh and these are my teammates. Today we are going to discuss the topic on the impact of the social media on the youth. Actually, guys, there are two types of impacts we have. We have positive impacts and negative impacts. So, what you guys think about them?
Yes, Malik, I agree with your point. Nowadays, the social media is very useful and dangerous in nowadays because the youth are suffering from they are distracting the social media because of they scrolling the like Instagram reels and they are passing their career so long so
Yes, Jagat, they are addicted to social media.
addicted to social media.
This the youth are very distracted by the cyberbullying mostly. The youth are very distracting by the social media.
Yeah, despite the disadvantages, there are many advantages of social media. Nowadays, studying is mostly done in YouTube only. One night batting that one night before one day exam, everyone is taking YouTube and studying the whole night and passing the exam.
I think it is one of the most disadvantage for this in this present scenario students because of one day batting they didn't give the skills to the students and it will be just useful for the examinations purpose.
Yes,
And at the same time, I like to add in another social media page to this our discussion. Is LinkedIn. Social media. LinkedIn will plays a crucial role in a special role in our present scenario. So those who are like-minded people and those who are working together, if you want to working together to gain knowledge from, it will be a best a platform to share the skills and to share the ideology of the persons inside the.
Yes, the Gautam. So many. Yes, we have more knowledge in social media, but how much we have positive impact and then negative impact also same stage equals.
If you want to talk about negative, it will take a long compared to the positive.
Yes, Gautam. In my point of view, there is lot of negative impacts rather than positive because the teenagers mostly addicted to Instagram and they scroll reels and they waste their valuable time. And
Yes, I agree with you, Balasai, your point. Nowadays, the youth are very distracting because of the social media, but some of the people they are interesting on social media. They have choose their career path in a right way. It depends on only social media because they are taking the money from social media and they are posting the some of the YouTubers also they some of the careers also growing in YouTube and Instagram only. Yes, so many YouTubers and Instagram influencers have more money to the influencers, YouTube influencers. Example, in our village, one brother, he YouTuber reels. He have he had earned 3 lakhs per month in influencer, YouTube influencer. So that is also positive impact also.
Yes, the life of those influencers was super, but let us think about our lives. We are not influencers and we are depending on that social media. So we know what we all do for stress relief. We often play some games or we spend in social media like Instagram or Facebook and sometimes YouTube. Right?
Actually, social media is a good platform to showcase our skills.
but the influencers misleading the youth too.
They are created for entertainment purposes. Based on our utilization, we have to use it. Don't we have to utilize for small amount of time. But what we do, we will scroll down until either the mobile data is completed or completed. So it is not correct, right?
Actually, it is not a fail of influencers. It's our problem because of we are addicted to social media. How they become problem for us? So
They are,
it's their. I think it's a job because of they are getting money from YouTube.
they are misleading with money. They are misleading with money. The users should fix some time to use that app.
At the
They
same
are only
It is very good point.
as you said, influencers, for example, take some of the influencers, they promote the gaming apps which will lose money ourselves by playing them. So some of them are they are not getting for money they are getting publishing
Yes,
a
Gautam,
false news.
some of the
But some of them are giving a correct information and some of them give a take out in good way, good path.
Yes, Gautam, I have one point. When we are scrolling reels or entertainment reels programs, but that is only we are mentally depression. Then our mind is left to
see entertainment reels. That's only few hours or 2 hours, 3 hours, but not editing on all time. Don't distract our lives.
Yes, Professor. I would like to add a new point based on your point. Uh, as you said about the mental health issue, social media also leads to mental health. Let us suppose take an app such as Instagram. Instagram, we all have followers and likes, that stuff like that, and our good friend maybe have get more likes and more comments and more followers, but we can't get even though we are posting the same content. It may lead to some mental health or those us. And again, when compared to LinkedIn, our friends may post good content, and it may attract the job givers. But when we see our content and we have valuable content, and even though if we are not getting enough opportunities, we will get demotivated from that. So it's kind of one of the negative impact it will give on us.
Actually, do you think it is based on the algorithms designed by the application? I think so.
Yes,
Because
so
of even though we have posted the same data based on the likes and followers, it can be changes. But based on those likes and comments, demotivating based on those, it is a silly thing.
I have seen many examples in Instagram. Some of my friends also, like they are content creators. As we all know, content creators always focus on doing reels and stuff like that, and they're trying to give good content since some years, like 1.5 years, but they are not getting enough reach.
But I add to like one point, Malik. Nowadays the YouTubers also they are promoting some of the betting apps and they are registered and they are losing the money because
Yes,
of
exactly,
they are
yes.
giving the personal details and bank account. They are losing some of lakhs of money nowadays. But these are the some of social media.
Even though I like to share one thing, educated people are educated youth only attractive and they are losing their money from those betting apps. It was a bad thing.
And many influencers are giving
Promotions
apps
too.
to those kind of apps.
Yes, they are
Yes, but
betting.
I have one point. So many YouTubers, so many good students at the good stage. That's only learn to and they will go to higher positions and they take promotions like YouTube. That is also like one faculty.
Exactly. In the nowadays, YouTube plays a crucial role because of Google, YouTube. Actually, Google not become. I think Google is not comes under social media. But when you see about YouTube, there are so many of channels which post education related
Yes, good.
things. And,
Yes, good. All members are saying we are addicted to YouTube, we are addicted to Instagram. The reels and shorts, what we see in Instagram and YouTube, based on our search history. If we see the topic is related to education, we will get the feed of the education only.
Yes,
So we have to.
algorithm is designed like
Yes.
Yes, that is back end of algorithm.
Initiate the first step, right? That we should first search for the educational content on YouTube or on Instagram. We have to search for the tips or the algorithms or the data structures related to our courseworks. Then we will get the data to do that, and we may not be attracted or addicted to social media. Then,
I like
and even though if we addicted, we will get the valuable content which will improve our knowledge.
I like to give a real world example of me. I think recent 1 year back I installed Instagram. Scrolling of in programs or any tips, but after some days I get education related. But after distracting from those content, I getting reels and other things. My friend Venkatesh also sharing such type of those. I am totally distracted, and now I think I'm school 10 related one program related things present now.
In
Those
Instagram,
articles, yeah.
there is some fake accounts and they
Fake
fell in
relationship.
a fake relationship and they lost money.
Exactly.
Yeah, the cyberbullying is one of the most important thing, and it's gaining its thing in nowadays in present generation.
Yes,
And
Malik.
it's very harmful to our youth.
Not only Instagram or YouTubers and investment apps, also cyberbullying is very
Yeah, yeah.
costly impact of social
We
media.
can't trust who is the true person and who is the fake person.
Exactly.
Our
Yeah,
friends
not
are also
confused.
creating fake accounts and messages
Yeah.
like
Confused.
Yeah. So we would like to conclude that there are both positive and negative impacts on our youth based on because of the social media. But what we have to do is we should consider the positivities rather than the negativities. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning to one and all. My name is Adlakshmi. Today, I and my team was discuss about the impact of technology on education nowadays. In my perception, something about our past conditions about an education and nowadays most of people prefer online education for their studies or anything, but it have positive as well as negative consequences also. Most of the people, the reason of education, they use the social media, anything more and more. This is my perception.
In olden days, what we have to do is we will go to the libraries for the search of any content or to gain knowledge. But what happened to now? In present scenario, we are using social media like ChatGPT. We are using YouTube, and we are using Google to get information. So it is making our work very easy, and we left the total library concept apart.
I agree with you. Nowadays, people are using more online classes. In previous years, when teacher explains everything, we used to note down every point, each and point. So we in same time we always used to practice at the same time. So I think. Peer-to-peer discussion is also important. Where in olden days it is like it is more in olden.
Yeah, in older days, yeah, it's a very good point. In older days, we have so much of peer-to-peer discussion. But what happened now is we are self-depending on social. I am reading for myself, and I'm not sharing it to any other person. But what in older days, I will share my knowledge with him, and he will share his knowledge with myself. So it will improve communication and also knowledge as a whole.
I also agree with you, Malik. In past days, students interact with their friends and family members and others two persons only. Not
Yes, yes.
only depends on the any ChatGPT or Meta AI anything. They will increase their innovation or their thought process. But nowadays, it will decreases in my perception.
Yes, I partially agree with you. In olden days, most of them are not using digital world, but today digital world has came more. So there are more benefits also, and if they have any doubt, they can open phone, internet, and they can solve their doubts. In our childhood days, we may have notes, but if we have any doubt, we unable to clear it. So now it's have more benefit because of digital.
Actually, it's not a wrong thing because of uses of technology is not a correct, not a wrong thing. Uses of negative thing, it's a wrong. In the past days, they don't have a technology now. That's why they are using the human libraries. In present days also, in foreign countries, they are having human libraries. In India, they don't have a human library. At least
That's
we
why
don't have a
today
library.
generation government also taking responsibility by creating more digital world. In government schools, we have already seen that they are keeping digital TVs for students to improve their technology.
I partially agree with you, Aparna. I agree with you in one perception, but in another perception, it will kill our innovation thought process. If you want any solution for any problem, we don't think about ourselves. We'll completely depend on another AI or ChatGPT or Meta. Anything, a small question also, we will go to Google and ask for their answer. It will decrease our own self confidence
But
and
I
everything.
improve our creativity.
Sometimes it will create some creativity, but sometimes exactly you will say most of us are using the ChatGPT in negative way only. But when you say, for example, DevOps, let us take DevOps. We are having some doubts, but then go through the ChatGPT. We call to DevOps rather than calling to him. Use ChatGPT in a positive way.
I would like to add a new point that nowadays time is very important. What we have and what the other person don't have is time. Based on time, our success will be dependent. So as our technology is improving and we are in further forward motion in our society, the time is very crucial thing. So instead of spending so much of time searching through human libraries or books, we can get quick answers from the ChatGPT and Google resources so that our time will be utilized. And another thing is nowadays smart work is more important than hard work. We can do hard work, but we should also consider our smart work. If we are enough smart and utilizing the time in a correct way, then we can go through anything.
I recently seen an article that a girl who is a villager comes from a small village, and she used this technology and learned from ChatGPT and cracked gate rank. So it's a very wonderful thing. We can use technology for
article about she is an tribal girl. She doesn't have a network also in her village, but small network system to use YouTube classes for her. She cracked Orissa Public Services State Service Commission yesterday. I
That's
also read
great
that
to hear.
article.
We know that last week we heard that some employer took the resume from ChatGPT.
Yes.
It leads to false thing. Using of anything is depends on us, which making good. It may be a good thing, but just uploading everything without checking anything, it's not a good point.
In accordance with AI, we use our own intelligence also to make our success.
We should be aware of the information provided by the artificial tools like ChatGPT. Maybe they will give some correct answers, and maybe they can't. They will not give some correct answers in some other cases.
So it depends upon the person how to
Yeah.
use it.
So finally, we would like to conclude that technology is giving a good impact on our education things. Thank you.